Hey guys, it's come to that time of the year again where I fancy getting my generator out to do a job that's just easier to use, but once again it doesn't start. You'd think I'd learn my lesson after the first year, second year, third year that I've had it, just to maintain it throughout the year, but I just simply don't. I know what it is, it's petrol that's kept in the top and it goes stale, and then you've got to drain it and then just give it a good clean out. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to empty the petrol out the top, put some fresh stuff in, and go through about with this little generator I've got. So this is the bottom end of the generator. What I'm going to do to drain out all the stale petrol, I'm going to unbolt the bottom of this carburetor here, and because that's the lowest point, hopefully it will get all the stale petrol out into a drip tray I've got going. So here we go. I've already untightened it with a set of grips and just drain the rest of it there. Now after all that's been drained out, it's time to put the bottom end of the carburetor back in place. It's quite important to keep everything clean and tidy, since this is all to do with the direct fuel line. Okay, there's the rubber O-ring going in. Okay, that's great. So this time I do want to learn a lesson, so I'm only going to put a little bit of petrol mix in, and I'm going to start off with about half a litre, which is about 18 fluid ounces. Because this is what they call a two-stroke engine, a particular type of oil needs to be blended in with the fuel used. It often states on the top of it how much you need mix-wise. So it says here, for every 50 parts of fuel you need 1 part of this two-stroke engine oil. It's good to have already made up measurements. This little white bottle of two-stroke oil will do 1 tank of this generator here, but I've already got the mix ready up, so it's just ready to pour in now. It's always best to give the top a wipe down, just because it's just good practice really. And we're ready to go. To get these engines started, you've got to close the choke, and what this does is limit the airflow through and makes the fuel mix really strong, and then eventually you can open up the choke again to let air through, and then this saves on your fuel in the long run. The best way to explain how a choke works is to show you actually. Take off this protective cover there, air comes in through here, through this sponge filter, and there's the carburetor right there. At the moment the choke is closed, and this is how it should be when you're starting the engine, but when the engine gets up to temperature you begin to open it. You see the butterfly valve in the middle opening up there, letting more and more air through. The fuel mix isn't as rich, so then you begin to save fuel regarding that. Okay, to get it started, choke sorted, there you go. So that's running now. I'm going to leave this running for a little bit just to burn off any badness inside. Usually when these things don't start, it's down to stale petrol, so make sure your petrol's kept in your airtight fuel cans and only put in what you need. So as always, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.